Hi, I'm Cash with CashedOutCars, and in today's video we're going to be doing a review and overview of the G-Force Revo Helmet. So to start out, this helmet's list price is around $300. I got it when it was on sale on Jegs, and I also used a coupon code, and it ended up being about $230 shipped to my door. So it's a fairly inexpensive helmet. There are cheaper helmets out there, and there are also far more expensive helmets out there. But for the price, I think this is a pretty good one, and we're gonna get into why. So we're gonna start out with possibly the least important thing about a helmet, and that is the looks. So this helmet does look pretty cool. It has this little shelf back here, which is pretty unique to this helmet, and it's something that I don't see on a lot of other helmets. It also has venting up here with a chrome grille in there, which looks pretty cool, and it has venting out the back. One thing to keep in mind is that this helmet doesn't have adjustable vents, so you can't open and close the vents. You are pretty much stuck with the vents that are in the helmet, and you're stuck with whatever amount of airflow you get through them. Now, I've used this helmet in one indoor karting race, and it seemed to have enough airflow, but it was also pretty cool in there, so I can't tell you for sure how it does when it's really hot out. There wasn't like an excessive amount of airflow. I didn't feel like my head was like super cool. So I would say that if it's hot, I'm not sure how these vents will do, but so far when I've used it, it did do the trick. Another thing to look at with this helmet is, since this is a SA15 rated helmet, it does come with these Hans inserts, so you could run a Hans device with it, which is very nice. One thing is this helmet fits a little bit differently than my older helmet that was M2005 rated helmet. Now this helmet, when you put it on, sits a little bit higher on the back of your head, and it also actually sits a little bit higher right here with your chin compared to my old helmet. And if I had to guess, I would guess that that's because of the Hans device support, and that's required by the new helmets. I also have tried on my friend's Bell GP3 helmet, which is a far more expensive helmet, and it fit pretty similar with the height in the front and the rear. So I would say that's pretty standard for helmets these days, and it's not really a worry. Getting back to looks real quick, one thing that I forgot to mention is this helmet is offered in gloss black, matte black, and gloss white. I went with the gloss black because that's what was on sale, and I didn't really want a white helmet, so I have the gloss black one. Do keep in mind that something like a gloss black will get hotter in the sun than something that's white, but if you like the look of gloss black, I'd say go for it and just keep your helmet in the shade. Other things about the look and feel of this helmet is the visor feels very good. It gives very positive feedback when you go to close it. It snaps shut nice, it seals up nice. There's a nice rubberized little guard here that seals up to the shield of the helmet, and that's nice. That's nicer than the older helmets that I've had that have just had a little bit of foam that goes against the shield that wears out and fails, so I do like that about the helmet. The shields are interchangeable. G-Force offers a variety of colors of shield that you could purchase for this helmet. Personally, I really like the mirror blue shield, so I might get that in the future, but for now I'm sticking with the clear. This G-Force logo is painted onto the helmet, and this is not an additional sticker on top of that black visor guard thing there. That is also part of the sticker. So if you want to take those stickers off, you can't because they're not stickers. And other than that, I think that's about it for the looks of the helmet. Getting back into overall quality of the helmet, like I said, the visor feels very nice. It has a nice positive feeling when you open and close it. It's pretty precise. When you wear the helmet, you could also close it most of the way, but not quite all the way if you're careful. And that will allow for a little bit of extra airflow if that's what you're looking for. Overall build quality of this helmet does feel pretty good. Like I said, I like the rubberized material on there. One thing that I did notice is up here, a little bit of padding, it's actually doing it right now, tends to pull out right there, and you have to push it up and get it back under this rubberized seal. So like I said, you gotta stay on top of that stuff because that little bit of padding there does have a tendency to try to pull out of place, and you don't want that. So that's my one gripe with build quality so far. Other than that, it feels pretty good. It has removable cheek pads which just come out, and they button in, so you can just pop those right out, pop them back in if you don't want them in there, or if you want to clean the helmet. I'm actually going to fix this little bit of padding up here right now because it bothers me. So that's fixed right there. That's really all that holds that padding in up there, is that little rubber piece. So do be aware of that. That's probably my least favorite thing about this helmet so far. And now that I've talked about build quality a little bit, I'll try it on and let you know what I think of the feel of the helmet. Alright guys, so we're in the helmet now, and I'm not gonna lie, initially when I tried on this helmet, I wasn't really impressed with it. And the reason I wasn't impressed with it is I tried on my friend's GP3 Bell helmet, and that helmet fits amazing. And this helmet also fits very good. This is a medium-sized helmet and it fits on my head well. Definitely take a measurement before you purchase a helmet to make sure you get one that fits you correctly. But like I said, this one fits on my head well. I've gotten used to it a little bit and it is more comfortable than my old Pyrotech helmet, but it's not quite as comfortable as a way more expensive helmet like a Bell, so keep that in mind. Other things with the fit that I mentioned, like I said, my chin feels like it comes just a little bit below this guard right here, and the back of the helmet does sit a little bit high. Another thing that I don't love about this helmet is right in the back here, there's a little bit of a gap that I feel like there should be some foam to press against my head, but there's not. Once again, the Bell helmet did have that, which I really liked. But those are pretty much my only gripes with the fit of this helmet, and other than that, it fits pretty nice. Another thing to keep in mind is this viewing area right there is quite large. So if you're driving an open-wheeled car or want some extra protection, like you want the helmet to come down a little bit farther to protect you from anything that might hit you, I'd look elsewhere for a different helmet. I'm also going to actually use this in karting and open-wheeled cars. I'm not super overly concerned about it, but it is something to keep in mind that there are helmets available with a smaller opening if that's what you're looking for. So the very last thing that I want to talk about is the weight of this helmet. So this helmet weighs in at just under 3.5 pounds, whereas the Bell GP3 helmet, which is a carbon fiber shell, weighs in at about 2.92 pounds. So this is a little bit heavier than that compared to my older helmets, which were once again a Pyrotech helmet and my dad's RCI helmet. Those were both closer to 4 pounds, so it is lighter than those, but it's not the absolute lightest helmet that's out there. So keep that in mind. I did talk to the representatives at G-Force and they said that their carbon fiber version of this helmet is about 4 ounces lighter. So once again, that's about a 1/4 pound less. It is a 1/4 pound less. And that would put you around 3.25 pounds, which would be obviously lighter than this helmet, but not quite as light as something like a carbon fiber Bell helmet. So guys, with all that said, I'm just gonna do a quick wrap up on this helmet. So pros of this helmet is that it's fairly inexpensive. It looks pretty good. It fits fairly well, especially for the price. And all in all, it feels like it's pretty good build quality other than the couple of gripes that I talked about. So once again, the things that I don't absolutely love about this helmet is this piece right here has a tendency to come out of that little rubber boot and fall down. I don't feel like there's quite enough padding in the rear here. I feel like there should be just a little bit more. And then one thing that I didn't touch about is this helmet strap doesn't feel quite as high quality as some other helmets that I've tried, but it's really not bad. So all in all, would I recommend this helmet to someone that needs a SA15 rated helmet? And quite honestly, I would recommend this helmet, but the biggest thing when picking out a helmet is to feel them in person and try them out for yourself. So if you have the opportunity to try on one of these helmets and then really like it, I would absolutely say go for it. But if you can't try it on, I would highly recommend checking out a bunch of other helmets first that you could try on and then make an informed decision. So guys, with all that said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see what I thought of this helmet compared to the G-Force CF3 helmet, compared to older Pyrotech helmets, and compared to a brand new Bell GP3 helmet, check out the other video on my channel. We blind test the helmets with someone who hasn't worn any of the helmets for a long time and got their thoughts that way. And then I tried on all the helmets and let you guys know what I thought of all of them. There's a pretty clear winner in that video. Definitely watch it if you're interested. And other than that, yeah, just thank you for watching. Like this video if you liked it and subscribe for more. I hope you stick around for the next one.